Hi everyone, and welcome to our live presentation, HR from Home, the top 6 must-haves. I just want to take a second to introduce ourselves. So my name is Harriet, and I'm the marketing manager at Apogee HR, responsible for content creation, promotional materials, and many of our communications. I'm also here today with our Apogee HR and customer success expert, Megan.
Hi, I'm Megan, and I look after our new customers, helping them get set up with Apogee HR, and also our current customers, ensuring they get the most out of the system.
Good stuff. So we're really excited to welcome you to our presentation today. So thank you for joining us. And just to further the introductions, I did want to briefly mention who we are here at Apogee HR and what we do. So we're an HR software company providing a range of cloud-based solutions to support people management for SMEs. We've currently got over 800 happy customers in over 50 countries and just over a decade of experience in helping businesses excel at HR admin and processes from wherever your staff are working. So to kick off, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the best and most secure way that you can manage your HR from anywhere. So during this time, a lot of individuals are working from home due to the current pandemic. And even after employees go back into the office, you may still have regional staff or individuals needing to work from home, or perhaps even some individuals on maternity or paternity leave. So this means that being able to manage all aspects of HR admin in our digital world does mean the need to invest in a cloud-based solution. So having HR software with the right features will allow your employees to be able to access the system from anywhere, while senior management and HR can report on required information from anywhere also. So some of the features you'll need include employee records and profiles, managing document storage and policies, looking after admin for holiday, sickness, and other kinds of absence, checklists, which can be really beneficial for a lot of processes, HR reporting from home, and we're also just going to touch on some of the must-have integrations you'll need for super successful HR management. During this presentation, we're going to talk you through these features in a bit more detail, and then Megan's going to show you how our solution, Apogee HR, can help you efficiently and securely manage these processes. Online employee profiles and records are our first key feature. So by having a specific online areas for each employee to use to update their own personal details and store important documents for each staff member, you can be certain that you've got the right information you need to access at your fingertips. And this means that managing employee records is made quick and easy and has the added advantage of saving space, paper, and time. Using employee self-service, you can provide each employee with the access to update their own address information, circumstances, or any other personal information, negating the need for an HR admin process to do this for you. So by using customizable fields with security access that you can control, you're able to give your employees the freedom to update profiles and even additionally notifications to let perhaps payroll know that bank details have changed, just as an example. So employee records could be their employment contract or maybe some right to work documentation or anything else that might be specifically related to that employee and in the format you need them to be in, such as files, links or notes. So Megan is now going to give you a quick look at how you can manage this in Apogee HR.
Thanks, Harriet. So here you can see a section of the employee profile for Emma Jones. The employee profile is divided up into personal, employment, performance, learning, and assets down the left here. Within each of these sections, you can customize the different categories, subcategories, and fields, which you can also see here. So as Harriet said, you can set up self-service access to each of the fields to allow you to enable an employee to update their home address for themselves, for example. But you could make sure that they have read-only access to their employment details, such as their job title and their salary. Team managers can also be given a different level of access to the profiles for the employees they manage. So if you wanted to share employment details but hide home address and date of birth, this would be possible. Just moving into the employment section of the profile, you can see the setup here is much the same. And again, this is customizable within each of the sections. You can also upload records into each category. So you can see some examples here. This is the salary information on this page. And then you've also got their employment contract, for example, on this page. The customizable profiles and flexible security really makes it simple for you to manage and store all the information you need on your employees. Back to you, Harriet.
Thanks, Megan. So moving on to company policies and documents. So having these stored in one highly secure and easy to access location helps your business to stay organised, consistent and productive. It allows for anyone who's working from home or away from the office for any other reason to easily find any company policy or document. So during these present times, that might include something like a working from home policy or even a return to the office or safety instructions. Versioning is really important too, meaning the correct versions need to be stored in these areas, and it should be really easy for the right HR or senior management team member to be able to update them easily when needed. The security aspect, again, being a key area of importance for this feature. So I'm going to hand you back over to Megan now, just to show you the Apogee HR company documents module.
Great, thanks. So just to show you how Apogee HR can help your business manage company policies and documents, here you can see our main page for company documents. Employees will be able to see all the policies, templates, documents, etc. that they have been given access to. Access can be set up using customizable categories, so you can choose exactly who has access to see which documents. Items in this section can be an upload of a document, such as a spreadsheet, a PDF. It could be a link to somewhere else, or a note, or even a YouTube video. As you can see in this main view, some of these documents have been sent out to be acknowledged by other employees. You can see the count here of who has or who hasn't acknowledged the documents, and you can open the document to view specific details. There's also a high-level read count here as well, so you can see who has and hasn't read the documents. As Harriet mentioned, you can also set up versioning. So for example, if you need a new health and safety policy, you can upload the new version and request re-acknowledgement from your employees, whilst also keeping a full history of the previous version and who has and who hasn't acknowledged those. Back to you, Harriet.
Thanks, Megan. So also just to let you know, we do have a separate webinar that we did on company documents for our HR from Home series, which has some more details on. So if anyone wants some more information, check out our YouTube channel. So moving on to absence management. By this, we're talking about all kinds of sickness, holiday, jury service, and any other kinds of leave types. So through a system which allows for employees to request and managers to approve time off, this allows for a simple online process, improving accuracy and negating the need for paper or complex spreadsheets. So keeping track of leave online also allows employees to check their own allowances and carryover, again, negating the need to check in with managers or HR over what annual leave they have left or how much they've carried over. So this also means that managers are able to see whether or not their employees are taking enough time off or are frequently off sick, and that allows them to monitor staff well-being. So another important reason why you need to keep track of different kinds of absence is to ensure you have team cover. So by doing this online, you can make sure there's always someone there to answer the phone or keep on top of email communication with customers. And that's clearly important whether you have individuals working from home or in the office. So our leave management solution is available with Apogee Leave and Apogee HR. Megan's going to take you through some of the features we have available to help with absence management.
Yeah, thanks, Harriet. So every employee will have access to their own year at a glance view for leave requests, which is shown here. The calendar shows the full year, in this case, January to December, but this can be configured if yours is different. So on the calendar, you're able to see all approved requests here are in green, any pending requests are orange, sickness shows in red, and then you've also got public holidays, which are the sun icon here. If you've got offices in multiple countries, you can set up different public holidays too. So you can also see a full roundup of where you are with your allowances for the year on the right-hand side, allowing employees to know exactly how much they have left and how much has been used without having to ask their manager or contact HR. Apogee HR allows you to set up different leave types for your business, which you can see here with the different icons. Each type you can choose whether or not they're deducted from the allowance, which you can see is a slightly different green. So for example, this jury service request here does not affect the annual leave allowance. If they require an approval, you can set that up. If they don't require an approval, you can also set that up. And you can also say whether certain types need an attachment as well. This is obviously a very quick overview of the leave side of things. If you would like a full Apogee Leave demo, please just get in touch with us and I'd be happy to arrange one. Back to you, Harriet.
Great, thank you. So we did just want to touch on checklists briefly too. So they're a great way to organise HR processes with the ability to monitor progress of individuals and take action if required. So onboarding and offboarding are some great examples of utilising checklists just to make sure nothing falls through the cracks when it comes to these important processes. Being able to perfect and standardise your onboarding and offboarding allows your employees to correctly follow an agreed procedure to ensure that nothing gets overlooked when going through these processes. It can help you to remain consistent throughout your organisation and easily check in with new starters and staff who may be leaving, just to review any actions they might be struggling with and help them out. So in Apogee HR, you have the ability to use checklists however you want to, but Megan's going to take you through an offboarding checklist example now.
Yeah, so as Harriet said, checklists are a really useful tool and are completely customizable. So looking at this offboarding checklist as an example, you can configure the items on the list. You can use our simple drag and drop to move the order of things. You can delete items or just rename them easily. So they're completely flexible for you. Once you are happy with the items, you can then also define an auto assign. So it could be, for this one, it would be when an employee leaves, but you could have onboarding checklists for new starters too, and they can all be auto assigned. So you don't need to be going into the system every single time someone starts. So I'm just going to show you an example of a checklist that I have been assigned. So for each item on the checklist, I'm going to look at it and obviously action it. Once that's complete, I can tick the complete box and that will update the overall progress of the checklist. I've also got the ability to add any supplementary comments if I need to. And then once that's complete, it will go to 100% and it will be sent back to the requester to let them know that I've done my checklist. And that's checklist done. So back to Harriet.
Thanks, Megan. That's really useful. So as we've gone through today, working from home doesn't mean that HR stops. And as a result, being able to report on HR and leaves is still just as important as it was when your employees were all in the office. So using software for reporting is great because all of the data and information you need to report on can be input into the system and either used to create reports, viewed in dashboards, or exported into files. So filtering your data can help translate that data input into your solution into meaningful reports. So you may want to check on salary information, for example, every month and have this sent out to your senior management team using automation. The right HR solution should be able to do this for you in just a few clicks. And Megan is now going to take you through reporting and exporting in Apogee HR.
Thanks. So Apogee HR's reporting is split into HR and leave as they contain different types of data. Let's just go through an HR report to start with. So you can build a report based on any of the fields that you configure in your company's setup. I'm now going to build a report that shows performance reviews that are due within the next 2 months. So in the select fields section, I'm just going to switch on and off certain things. But what we need to do is the next performance review date. And then in the filters, we can say within the next 2 months. You can have as many filters on this section as you need, just so that you can get the most meaningful insights from your data. You can sort it as well. So for example, first name alphabetically. And then the results will be given to you straight away. So from here, you can obviously view the data. If you want to make changes to the report because there's things missing or things that you don't need, you can do that. You can download it as a CSV or you can save it down as a template to be used at another time. The benefit of doing that is that you can then set it to run on a schedule. So it could be weekly or monthly. It can even send you an email of the report itself. So if you forget to do it, you'll still have a copy of it anyway. Quickly over into the leave reporting section. Similarly, there is a data export function where you can choose the data that you need. So it's flexible in that regard. So let's say we want leave requests in the management team for a specific date range. You can have that and then you export all of that data out of the system. And that's the last of my demos. So back over to Harriet for the final time.
Lovely, thanks, Megan. So here's just a quick look at our integrations. Having integrations that can seamlessly connect with your systems that you currently use can really benefit the way you operate your people management. So we'll start with G Suites. Some of the benefits of this include single sign-on, auto-user provisioning, Google Calendar integration, auto out-of-office settings, and more. We've also got Microsoft 365 or Office 365, which is another great integration where you can, again, benefit from single sign-on, Outlook calendar integration, Outlook add-in for leave requests as well. We also have a Xero integration, which facilitates Apigee HR becoming a single employee self-service portal for updating employee personal and banking information for both their HR and Xero payroll systems. And then LinkedIn Talent Hub is the final one we're going to touch on today. So LinkedIn Talent Hub is an applicant tracking system, or ATS, which you can integrate with Apigee HR to ensure that you and your candidate have the best experience from the start of the hiring process and throughout your new hire's full employee lifecycle. So as we've just gone through some of the features we provide in Apigee HR, I wanted to go through what we offer in terms of our full portfolio of HR solutions. So our Apigee Leave product covers simple online employee self-service absence management with manager approval, allowing you to track and report on who's off sick, working from home, or any other kinds of absence. Apigee HR comes in two packages. Our Apigee HR Essentials package provides you with core HR functionality, while Apigee HR Success is our more comprehensive package for advanced HR management, and that includes employee performance, onboarding, and much, much more. So both of these solutions have all the features that we discussed today included. Finally, if you're looking for company goals management using the OKR method, we can provide you with Apigee Goals as a standalone product. I also just wanted to let you know that Apigee Leave is also included in both of our HR packages, and Apigee Goals is also included in our HR Success package. So we believe our software can fully support your requirements to manage HR admin, as well as providing much, much more to you in terms of value. So our Apigee HR solutions are described as very easy to use by our customers, with one specifying that staff were able to start using it straight away. Our HR solutions have all the must-have features to run your HR from anywhere. And we're proud to say that our customer service satisfaction scores and retention rates are very high, with our customers saying they're thrilled with the service they receive. We take security extremely seriously too, with our app being securely stored on Google's cloud platform. And we're also very highly rated on the G Suite marketplace for both Apigee Leave and Apigee HR. Finally, we're constantly making updates to Apigee HR to help you manage HR remotely or in the office in line with current events and customer feature suggestions. These updates are automatically applied to your chosen product or package as we make these improvements, and we regularly communicate these updates to our customers as well. So if you are keen to find out more information about us or try any of our HR solutions for yourself, you can head to www.apigeehr.com/trial and select your preferred solution. Your trial will be available to you for free for 14 days, and you don't need a credit card to try us out. For those of you who would prefer to go through a more personalised demonstration, just to see how we can suit your requirements, you can head to our website and follow the button on the homepage to request a demo. If you're not quite ready to try us yet, but you would like to stay in touch, do follow us on our social media channels. We're very active on LinkedIn, on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, where we promote videos, blogs, and infographics on a regular basis. And finally, I just wanted to mention our HR from Home live broadcasts are available on demand in a playlist on YouTube, so please do check that out. We're also going to be running some more webinars in the future, as there's so much to talk about when it comes to running people management from anywhere. So thank you for attending today. We'll now leave our broadcast open just for the next 5 minutes, just in case you've got any questions, as we have a member of our team on hand to respond live, and you should be able to see a chat box to the right-hand side of your screen or below if you're on mobile, or if you prefer to contact us via email or phone, our details are now on the screen. Thanks again.